now forever. But what they didn't know is that I was a seed. They didn't know that that was exactly what they were supposed to do with me. They were supposed to thrust me in the ground. I was supposed to be in the dirt. I was supposed to be pushed down by the shoe and the boot. I was supposed to germinate. I was supposed to break through darkness. I was supposed to break through pressure. I am the breakthrough kid. Come on, I am the breakthrough kid. I keep hearing that. I am the breakthrough kid. So I'm a seed, baby. That's what I do. Pluck me, push me, plant me, put me down, push me in, cover me up, because I'm going to sprout. I'm going to come up. I'm going to do what God put in me to do, because all the elements of harvest, all the elements of increase are within me. Y'all like to make me try to preach, and I'm trying to coach. Y'all are pulling on my anointing. Lord have mercy. I'm the breakthrough kid. I'm the break free kid. I'm the break up kid. I know how to come up out dirt. I know how to come up out darkness. I know how to come up out hardship. Come on, somebody. I feel you all over the country. I am preaching. Let me calm down. Lord Jesus, this is good. I do have a coaching word. I have a coaching word. I have a coaching word for you. And I got it this morning after we talked about character. Character is prime. Don't ever throw it away. Your character is essential. Your character is critical for your advancement in action. We're talking about action this week. So I really want to make sure that you understand that. But listen, what Dr. Martin Luther King taught us was that there was something that he was looking for this country to produce. And I believe we're in the fullness of it even now in 2016. I believe we're in what Dr. Martin King saw. Martin Luther saw a time when people would not be judged, listen, by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, by the content of what's on the inside of them, by the content of what they carry. So I want to coach you today on living content in 3D, living your content in 3D. This is a living part of who I am. I have content. I have stories. I have hardships. I have understandings. I have lessons and takeaways and things that I learned. So now I am a walking giant. I am a walking giant in the earth. When I walk, the whole earth shakes, because I am carrying the content of 3 dimensions of my past, of my current, and of my future. I am so packing. I am so content filled. I can talk to you about the issues of life. I am not feeling bad about nothing. All my mistakes gonna pay. All of my pain gonna pay up. All of the issues that I thought was crazy is gonna give me cash. Do you understand? And bring me friends and bring me into relevance and influence in the earth. So it don't matter what the past was. Let's go back and get it. Let's see what it can yield. Let's see what it will produce. Let's see what we can get out of it. Let's dig and drill into the past. And then let's stop and look at the current. Let's look at the future. Before we look at the future, at the present, let's look right now at our lives and see, what do I have? What's inside? You know, this word content. Let me give it to you. This word content is so big. It says something contained, as in a receptacle or in a vessel, the contents of my purse, the contents of the box, the contents of these people. You know, content is what's inside. It's what you carry. It's what is your supply. What are your armaments? What is it that you have an inventory on the inside of you? So when I say living content in 3 dimensions, I'm talking about your ability to pull from the past, the present, or the future and be able to help somebody, be able to encourage someone who's feeling low. Why? Because you knew low. You slept with low. You lapped with low. You talked with low. Low was your best friend. So now that you know low and you see somebody with low, you can go up to him and say, now listen, low, excuse me, I need to talk to you. He was my friend at one time. Low was always with me. But I want to tell you how you can really break free from him, because he will keep you from your dreams. Low will keep you from doing the things you need to do. So you can have a conversation with someone based on what you went through. You can have a story developed based on what you tried through and came through trial and issue. Do you hear me? I'm talking about living content in 3D. This is what will bring you to action. This is what will get you in assignment clarity to implement and occupy now. Don't wait for the future to come. Your future's already brilliant, but it's brilliant because of the light you're casting from the past and the current. There is light in your future because of what you're casting on it from right now. So if all you're casting on your future is darkness, then your future can't be bright. But your future is bright based on what you are casting forth. The light, the joy, the understanding, the press is casting forward, right? And so you don't want to be in shadows. Shadows go side and back. You want to be in full spectrum. You want to be in full light. So content, carrying, what do you carry? What is on the inside of you? What is in this vessel that you call and say your own name? What is in the vessel of Yolanda Powell? What is in the vessel, say your name. See, because what's in you is what you have in content. It's what you have in supply. Whatever you have endured, whatever you have overcome. See, they were made powerful. They were made overcomers by the blood of the Lamb first, but then by the word of their testimony. So the testimony can take on various dimensions, various archetypes, various archives, and then it can be shelled out. So here is what I'm saying to you is that everything that is in the container of your life is your content. Content is very important in the age of information because everybody's needing encouragement. It's a content issue. People are really going through. Times are hard. The struggle, as I always say, and if you heard many times, the struggle is real. Tap, 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 tap. The struggle is real. Tap, 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 tap. We all can relate universally to the struggle being real. So if we're talking about 7.5 billion people understanding struggle, then let's speak to it. If we're talking about everyone on the planet knowing what loss feels like, then let's address it. If we're talking about a need for belonging, then that's not race, that's not gender, that's not culture, that's universal, baby. Everybody have a need to be secure and belong. Everybody has a need to somebody to come up to you and say, you can make it, you can do it. Come on, put high five. Everybody need that. Say everybody. Everybody. This is not something that some people need and some people don't. Men don't. Men need it. Don't let them fool you. Men need encouragement. Men need to be told. Am I talking to any men on this line? Men need as much encouragement as women. Teenagers, don't get it twisted. Need the content of your life to encourage them. You need to live in 3D. I had the wonderful, wonderful opportunity to spend some time with young people last night at our local house called Dominion. And they were just going in. They were praising God. They were moving in ministry. We were prophesying. We were casting out devils. We cast out so many devils. It was like, Jesus, how many devils this baby got? Lord have mercy. So many things, hurt and abuse and violation. But this is what we carry. We were able to live. I was able to live my content in 3 dimensions. Tell them, yeah, I was crazy too. I had demons too. I was able to tell them, yeah, I went through crazy stuff. I have been hurt. I have been bruised. But here I am bringing you into my future, bringing you into your future because I'm bringing this woman, this young child that is now bruised and broken. I'm healing her by the power and stripes of Jesus. I'm giving her grace and courage to walk through darkness, to walk through fire, to walk through crazy, and to come out sane. See, I'm getting my future ready because I'm living content in 3 dimensions. Are y'all hearing me? Right. Okay, so you got this. Never stop speaking life. I love that. And so the capacity and size of your content has to do with your action plan. There is an action plan for your content, but it is based literally on the container or the size of the thing that you have overcome. So we've got to do an overcome assessment. What have you overcome? Make a list. Yeah, by Friday, I need your list. What have you overcome? What do you know that you know? What is it that you have scaled? What is it that you have prevailed against? Now we're talking content. Now we're talking not just something you got a degree in. I don't want to know about your degrees yet. I don't want to know where you went to college. I don't want to know that you got a ministerial association done. I want to know what you lived. I want to know what you pressed through. I want to know that you know it, not that you learned it or heard it from somebody else. What was produced in your content? Martin said, I want people to be known by the content of their character, by what they carry, by what is on the inside of them. Am I talking right? Am I talking clear? All right, I'm on it. She said, you on it. Yes, sir. And so tap, 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 tap. Because if I'm on it, that's mean you about to be on it. If I am imparting, then you about to impart. If I am coaching, speaking, giving you license to move forward into your brilliance, into your power, into your greatness, then you ought to be doing about 1 o'clock, 2 or 3 today. You ought to be doing somebody the same way. I'm not imparting just for you to get your stuff. I want you to get a whole bunch of other stuff, whole bunch of other stuff together so you can help some people and do some things. So here we go. I want to make sure I get this out to you that everyone on the planet right now needs content. They need the content, not just in a book in the library. They don't even need just content just on, social media. They need your living content in 3 dimensions. It means that you and I have to be in the thoroughfare. We have to be in the highways and the byways. We used to think that highways and byways was something we did just evangelistically, sending missionaries. But highways and byways, ladies and gents, here's the big news, is in the marketplace. It's in the central business district. It is in the workplace. It is in the schoolroom. It is in the lunchroom. It is in every sphere, every hamlet, every township, every province is now the place for the content of your life. So we are not being relegated to a square. We are not being pushed back to a church pew. We are not being cased inside under a steeple. Get off me. I am going to the market. I am going to where people are dying every day and they need to know what I have to say. They need to know what you have to say. They need to know what is the content that you carry. Now, here's the deal. People will never get tired of good content. That means if it's alive, if it's real, if it nourishes, if it strengthens, if it speaks truth, if it's not phony, if it's not unauthentic or inauthentic, if it's not disingenuous, if it's just about you and not about them, then they don't want to hear your content. But if you have gotten to a place, and I'm pushing you to get to a place where your content can feed, where your content can nourish, where the content that is alive on the inside of you can lift up humanity, can lift up some people, can help some babies, can help some seasoned people. What do you carry? Now listen, let me go. I got about 2 minutes, man. I want to make it 1. That the contents that I'm talking about, this is the coaching piece, and I want to press and instruct, does not have to be on what you're perfect at. Say that. I'm not perfect at a lot of things, and I'm not either. But the things that we do know can become content. Even the bad things, the divorce, content, the bankruptcy, content. All right. The loss of a baby, content. The difficulty with my teenager, content. What I learned managing people, content. You see, content can be anything that we have struggled through and now has become in the container of the vessel of our life. We can share that content in 3 dimensions. We can tell what it did for us in the past, how we struggled through it, where we are now, and where we're going with it. Content in 3 dimensions. Are you all getting this? Oh my God. It seems like 12 Noon goes so fast. Here's what I need from you. I need you to go on my Facebook page. I have a personal and a business. Yolanda Powell is personal. Yolanda Powell Transcontinental is business. If this has blessed you, if Power Scope and what we're doing in power speaking and what we're doing in coaching is helping you, please give me some love, not just with the hearts on Periscope. Would you go there and say, wow, this helped me, Dr. Yolanda. Wow, this pressed me through. I want to know if I'm helping you. I want to know if we're penetrating, if we're invading, if we're pressing you past that normal thing into greatness. I need to hear from you. So please do that today. Let me hear from you. We are doing great things in our coaching program. It's called Propel to Power Speak. We are at level 1, 2, 3. We've got folks who are doing their signature talks, to folk who are doing activation in their business model, folk who are expanding their ministry, understanding. So many things are happening here at Yolanda Powell Transcontinental. So if I can help you further and do more than 15 minutes, I would love to. Just go to my website at yolandapowell.com, push the button that says, I want a 30-minute strategy session with her. I want her to hear me. I want her to help me, and I will be on the line, or one of my YPT leaders will be, whatever the schedule works out, and we're going to help